for Coach.
I know they hit a lot of three-pointers, but Bryce, was you're talking about the amount of offensive rebounds you guys gave up in the extra possessions and how that may have been just as critical to Wisconsin controlling the game the way that they did.
Yeah, in the first half, a lot of those offensive rebounds led to threes and did a much better job in the second in both those areas. 9 offensive rebounds in the first half, 4 in the second. 9 threes in the first half, 1 in the second. So we did a much better job in the 2 areas that killed us in the first half. And then that lull at the end of the half, I thought we had great execution early. Came down and had really good offense, I thought, with execution. And that was a concern with the layoff that we had, not being able to practice much with as many guys as we had out. And we got through that. So I thought we were off and running. We were going to have a great half, and then we got stagnant. And, we took a couple bad shots when they went on a run. And that's kind of the theme that we got to find a way to fight through is when teams go on runs, we're not going to go up back and get it individually. You got to continue to do things that have made us successful, which we had a lot of success early in that game. And then that carried over into the second half. And those are the 2 stretches, end of the first, beginning of the second. I think we were 3 for 24 in that stretch, 3 for 23 or 24 in that stretch. You're not going to win many games when you have, those types of lulls on the offensive end. And then, loved our resolve, loved our fight all the way to the finish, but, dug ourselves too deep a hole and, had good execution, got the ball where it needed to be. In those last 8 or 10 minutes, had I think to 7. Got to 9. We had 3 straight stops when I got to 9. Missed a little bunny, missed an open shot, and had a turnover. So, kept fighting. There's some positives we can take into this game on Saturday. Got to get this one behind us quickly. And one-day prep heading into a tough game on Saturday afternoon.
Layoff. Just what were your expectations, Dave? You kind of see what you wanted to out of your guys.
Well, my expectation was to come out and battle and compete. And again, the start that we had was exactly what we needed. We're up 16-11, and I think they had 4 threes in a row after we had that great start. So, and that's when the wheels fell off offensively. So, again, just trust. The execution that we had was excellent early in the game. Late in the game, it was good. But, when you have a stretch like we did, it's tough to win.
The layoff played a role into that stretch?
Maybe. Again, we did not get a lot of opportunity to practice. Basically 10 days where, we had 2 days, 1 day with the whole team. And, the other days we basically had 7 guys. A couple days we had 8 where we played some 4-on-4. But, yeah, that contributed to it, Jimmy. But, is it an excuse? No, we can't use that. We got to find a way to continue to do things that made us successful because we had a stretch like that. We did a really good job early in that game, building the lead that we did. But, again, when you go 3 for 24 in a stretch against a team that's top 10, the co-leaders in our league, it's tough to win. What it did show is we can go toe-to-toe with a team like that. You take away, that stretch, we're right there with potentially a chance to win, but we didn't do it, and we didn't get it done. And at the end of the day, that's the bottom line.
What was the balance defensively with obviously stopping Johnny Davis, but then with Brad Davison's 3-point success he's had against you guys? Was his success a result of attention paid to Johnny Davis, or was it?
We were playing one-on-one, Robin, and that trade did an unbelievable job. Really all game against Johnny Davis. Obviously one of the best players in the country right now. Davison he's killed us, especially in this building. And, he got it going. One transition, we kind of showed zone, went to man, and we were 8 feet off him. And he made us pay for that. And then a couple on offensive rebounds. Those add up. But, with him, as we talked about, you have to make him put the ball on the ground. You have to force him into twos. They shoot 34% in the first half. But the offensive rebounds, and when you hit 9 threes, that's what led to, I think, 39 points that they had in the first half. But we guarded them really well inside the line. I think they were 2 for 13 early, but they had 7 threes. And then, second half, again, they built it up, and, we kept fighting, had a chance to cut that thing all the way down, but didn't get it done.
Fred, during that race with Chucky after the game, what was just kind of your message?
Well, I saw the article about Chucky's friend that passed away, unfortunately, and, listen, we got in late with Chucky when we got the job. He's a phenomenal kid and a great family. So I just expressed my condolences to him and, let him know how sorry I was and to keep doing a great job. He was phenomenal, especially early in this game. We knew he'd be charged up coming back, playing in front of family in this building where he won a state championship, but he's a world-class kid, and certainly wish him the best.
Why do you think
Wisconsin was able to have the offensive rebound success that they had early?
Well, they were obviously they got great length, and when they were wedging us under, we talked about us creating a collision. Go out, hit, drive them back. We were getting driven underneath in the restricted area, and that's where they were able to use their length and tip it out. Again, second half, you limit them to 4. If you duplicate that, you hold the team under 10, which is great for us. But, unfortunately, first half, those offensive rebounds led to threes or led to fouls.
What do you do tomorrow? I was trying to balance rest and still getting ready for Rutgers.
Yeah, it's obviously an important day on a one-day prep. We had a lot of these last year, pretty damn near 14 of them, I think, and just got to find a way to get in there, learn from this one. We'll watch an edit on this game, learn from it, and then get right on to Rutgers, and, most of it will be a walkthrough. We'll do a little bit of live. We have to, but we got an early game again on Saturday. So, it's going to be mostly a mental prep, which our guys did a really good job with last year, but this is a team obviously did not go well in the last one. We got to take things that we didn't do well that first time around and hopefully correct and come out and give ourselves a chance on Saturday.
Latt coming into today was shooting like 43% from 3 over his last 5 games. He had a season high 11 tonight. How has he been able to turn this?
Yeah, I'm proud of Latt for continuing to fight and battle. Obviously it's been a tough year for him shooting the basketball, but he continues to come in and get extra work. He's one of our hardest workers, getting extra work in the gym. Any off day, he's always in there. You hear the ball bounce, and it's Latt down there. Hit a couple big ones, had a good inbounds play where he had an open one, looked like it was right there. So he's playing with a lot more confidence right now. It's good to see. He's an important part. We need him with his size at that 4 spot.
Fred Trey started today. Is his foot all the way fully recovered when you say that? And what do you think that has allowed him to get back healthy and then with his foot being able
it's going to be important, Kevin, tomorrow. I mean, he won't do anything on the floor tomorrow. We're going to give him a rest day. We had his minutes at about 25. I think he played 26 is what he ended up getting. But we were, very closely monitoring his workload, where he was with the catapult system that he had on. And, he's a guy that's had 4 practices with everything that he's dealt with the injury and then what happened last week. So, he's a warrior. He's going out there again. You hold Johnny Davis to 0 points in the first half. That tells you everything you need to know about Trey as a competitor. He means so much to us, to our team, and he's certainly going to help us on Saturday with the size that we were exposed with, at Rutgers the last game.
Thanks, guys.